This is one of those discussion videos that I do every now and again in regards to a court case on this channel, Off the Record, or aka OTR. And this court case, well, it's a good one.
Let's get Mr. Harper. He's on probation for 2 cases, and there's 3 others, right, that are new? 2 cases are called 23 CR. 23 CR.
Over there, I see you. I see you. He's quiet.
Doesn't matter. You're going to sit there for this hearing.
I see for no hearing if I don't want the lawyer.
You can do it, Judge.
I'm firing him.
You're ordered to sit next to your lawyer.
I'm firing him. He fired.
All right.
A lawsuit on you.
All right. You sit there and
Not
represent
doing no
yourself.
hearing with y'all. With his lawyer.
Represent yourself.
No, I'm not. I got a right to have a lawyer.
But not when you can.
Man, you got me, man. I'm getting a lawyer, man. You can't tell me. You can't tell me.
Yes, I
you
can.
ain't bigger than the law.
Yes, I can.
Okay, man. No, you
You're held in custody. You are held in
You got
custody.
me on my.
Now
What
you
you
are
talking
charged
about?
180 days in the county jail for your vulgarity, for your obstinance, and for your disregard for all law and proper behavior.
And Your Honor, this happened last time. And
We're
I think
gonna,
he's,
next time, we're gonna bring him out. We're gonna have him gagged.
well, it's very
and-
difficult for us to get the witness here. He's repeatedly, you ordered him last time not to contact her after he tried to get her not to prosecute. And he has been contacting her over 109 times from the,
We need to put all that on the record, but what we'll do is we'll put him in a cubicle or something where we got to figure out how to do that, where he's separated and he is gagged so that he cannot make outbursts. We got to figure out a way to do that.
I think what Mr. Boyd's asking is that we take some of those measures today. Because
You will find. How do you propose we do that?
Well,
We got a plan.
It's going to be possible from the sheriff's office,
I defer to
as far as at the jail, and not being able to.
Judge, you don't like it when somebody's,
prohibit the further communication.
Right, how are we going to keep him from, because he's still been contacting her, right, through different accounts.
Correct. He's been using other inmates' phone accounts. And when I finally contacted the control room officers in maximum security, told him to turn the phone off when he's in the day room. He then has the inmate in his adjoining day room make a phone call and just speak back and forth, relay information.
Okay.
You know, it does make you think that by now, the jail, the DA, and Judge Stevens would know exactly what to do if someone was doing that, interfering with a witness and using third parties to contact them from the jail. You would think that by the hundreds, if not thousands of inmates which have committed that very crime, that by now, they should know exactly how to deal with a person like that. Yet it really does sound, this is like the first time and they don't have a clue.
Well, he is combative, and he's not going to follow. It's obvious he's
Like I said, it sounds like they don't have a clue. And I really, really like Judge Stevens.
invoked his statements that were clear that he isn't going to be peaceful in any way. So we've got to fix a presentation to where he is separated from harm to others, but he is present in the hearing. And I think what we can do is just do it from the jail, I think, and do it by video.
Judge, we asked the jail if that's something that we could do, and they said no.
So there you go. This is the first time it's ever happened. My God, I would have really expected that they would have dealt with the same situation before. But from what she just said, it does sound like that they've never put a plan into action or even considered how they would do something if this situation ever come up. And that is quite disappointing.
and Your Honor, I believe you suggested last time that Mr. Matuska maybe do it via Zoom and the defendant
So it has been requested before, but it just so happens that it happens to be this guy, and it was the last time he was in court. So that means that this is the first guy that they've ever dealt with that was like this, that did this to a witness on the phone by third parties from the jail. And that this guy is the first guy that's done this in all of the time that Judge Stevens has been sitting on the bench. That really is surprising.
In court, I think that was a.
Well, you can see what he does in court.
Yes, and
So what do we
I'm
do?
just letting the.
What do we do? I mean, he's
Is there a means in which he can hear but still be contained? We really need to get this testimony.
okay, but we've got to have civility and the outburst. We've got to control him. He is combative. I'm open to whatever everybody agrees that can be done to hasten this along, because the way it is, I mean, he can just have an outburst like a child and outshout everybody, and then the rules don't apply to him. But I want him jacketed. I want him in a jacket.
A jacket? I want him in a jacket. Why not put him in one of those shock collars? Put one of those tasers on his leg and just have a button, and if he nuts up or doesn't shut up, zap him like they do in other court cases in other areas of Texas. Why is it that they don't have that ready?
And I want him gagged if I have to, and then he will take his gag off, but he can listen. He has a right to listen. But I want him restrained and gagged. And when he has a chance to be heard, we'll hear what he has to say, and then we'll gag him back when they're through. So he doesn't control the proceedings.
Gagging someone, like that's the outcome? Gagging someone doesn't get them to shut up. They just scream through the gag. Like the only way that someone shuts up is either by the presence of pain or the potential for the presence of pain. That's it. Gagging someone, that's a pervert.
If anybody has another idea, let me know.
Possibly, another attorney might be something that comes.
How could we possibly? What have you thought you've done that would cause him to be angry with you?
I'm only listening
what?
to what he's voicing for either representing himself or having another attorney. I seem to aggravate.
No, they don't get to pick attorneys.
Yes,
He can hire somebody, but he can't pick one. And you're a competent lawyer. That's what I find.
Thank you. There's Judge Stevens. Thank you. Trust a lawyer to come up with an answer such as, well, let's just give in to him. Trust a lawyer, a defense lawyer, to come up with that.
It's and we open the door for one. We open the door for everybody. If they just want to change lawyers, there's theoretically no end to it. If there isn't a rule that's based upon good cause, and he hadn't stated any good cause, and I know you to be a fine lawyer. So, well, what do you suggest we do? How do we practically do this in this courtroom? I don't have a bulletproof, transparent cubicle.
Your Honor, he's not objecting to the proceeding. He's objecting to representing himself and having me as his lawyer. That's all I heard.
That is true. I heard the same.
Are you saying if you disappear, he'll be okay?
I'm only saying this.
No. Is that what you're saying? If I said go, you can represent yourself, sir? You think he's going to be fine?
No, he wants to voice himself. He wants a voice. Clearly, he wants to defend himself. I'm just saying simply that he came in here just a minute ago and he said he wanted to represent himself and he did not want to be involved. He did not say he did not want to be a part of the proceeding. That's all I'm saying.
So that's the plan that they've decided to take. The plan of giving in to this guy. That is what they've come up with to be able to have it so that this clown respects the duty and procedure of the court and will use etiquette. This plan, let's see how their plan goes.
All right, bring him out again. Come on up, sir. Here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Harper. He's fired. Is that
Okay,
that's good? Okay. Are you going to represent yourself,
I'm pretty much probably gonna hire an attorney.
sir?
Probably gonna hire an attorney.
Are you able to hire
I
somebody?
am able to hire.
Who is there? Anybody in particular you wanted to talk to?
Probably gonna be out the
Do
city.
you have any names or anything?
Out the city names, but
How long would it take you to hire someone?
I need a little time, but
And also remember that these geniuses still haven't come up with a plan on how it is that this guy is going to testify and be part of the court procedure. And secondly, the really big question of how it is that they're going to get this guy to stop threatening by contacting the witness. Remember, they haven't got a clue on those other two. They've just decided to go with this genius plan of giving in to this clown. Genius plan.
A week,
need longer than that.
a few days?
3 months.
No, I can't give you that much time, sir. Is there any names you have that you would like?
No,
We might be able to call them and ask them to.
I don't want nobody in this county. I don't want nobody in Jefferson County. I don't want nobody in the confines of Jefferson County. I don't want nobody out here, period.
How long have you been in jail on this thing?
Like 15 months. So.
It's too long. Do you have any thoughts of any names that come to mind that you would?
Well, I don't have no thoughts of name, but I got some ideas. And
Like what?
I got like some people I can probably,
Like who? So
talk
we
to
can.
that give me like numbers or names.
You
and stuff
need
like
some
that.
tips from
I
somebody.
got tips from people, basically.
So what does this show us? This shows us that clown here hasn't even put a pretext into thinking about what he's going to do for a defense lawyer. He is just running with the wind because he's probably quite stunned the fact that they've actually fired the lawyer and now he hasn't got a clue on what he's going to do next apart from disrupt the court. Like I said, J for genius plan, boys.
I'm trying to get somebody from Aotearoa.
All right. How long would that? I can't give you much time. I'll give you a week to figure that out, and then we'll bring you back and see what happens.
About a month or something.
No, see where you are in a week. Okay.
To be honest with you, sir, I ain't gonna lie to you. My rights been violated, so I have put in a change of venue. I never heard nothing. I did habeas corpus, 2 of them. I heard from one, haven't heard from the other. I'm actually filing another lawsuit too because I wasn't able to get on the kiosk at all at one point, and for the grounds of me being segregated, I haven't been through a due process of law, nothing to be put in segregation or be on any restrictions. I wasn't able to do grievance, law library.
Hold on.
I wasn't able to do none of this. I haven't been able to use a phone for 7 months. Call my family. I got 2 sons in jail.
Do you know
God son and my real son.
Hold on. Do you know what you're charged with on all this so you can focus on fighting those allegations? Do you know what you're charged with? It says 1, you violated probation by committing aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. This all looks like it's on or about the same date, November 21st. All of this is all about November 21st, 2023. That's all. This is what everything.
I'm ready to go to trial for that right now.
Yeah.
We can go to trial for that right now. Let's go. So
this is a motion to revoke that goes before the trial.
Let us know whenabouts you would push that button on that shock collar.
Okay, so I tell you, you can't do that neither.
Okay.
I can pull this out and show
All
you.
right.
I can read it to you and tell you case.
But you want to go forward with the motion? That's what we can do today.
No, I'm telling you.
When can you get ready for that?
We ain't supposed to go forward with a motion when the paperwork tells you in the law states that you see.
Your Honor, Mr. Harper, he's on there with his mother admitting that he's using all these different accounts, using different individuals' accounts, even though the news orders him not to communicate with anyone on there.
So
He's on there.
Now, I'd be pushing that button right about now.
Let
I'm
him
doing that. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep doing it, bro. I'm gonna keep doing it. No state shall deprive any person of life, liberty,
All right.
or property without due process of law. U.S. Constitution. Come on now, what are you talking
No,
about?
don't interrupt people, please.
Yeah, no, what he interrupted me for? What he interrupted me?
Sir, please follow the rule. Thank you. Are you representing?
I'm not representing myself. I'm telling you what you wrong at. Look,
All right,
let me find this.
and it's noted, and you'll get to appeal that. You've made a point, you'll appeal. We're going to still move forward with the motion to revoke
I'm
probation.
not going forward with a motion to revoke.
You don't have a choice, sir.
I do have a choice.
Yes,
I'm not going to
no,
go
you don't.
forward with a motion.
It's a court order.
Not
We're
going
going to
to.
move
I'm not.
forward.
It's not a court. I don't
On your
understand
terms.
about your violation of my rights.
You don't care about the
unlawful court
Constitution.
order.
You don't care about the
Yeah, I
Constitution in your.
give a fuck about the Constitution or the
You were so
Get the fuck out of
obnoxious,
here,
and
man.
Now, because he's swearing, the judge clicks the audio off. So thanks, Judge Stevens, for that. Anyways, what happens next is that they have a group hug, and the Muppet Show here comes up with a foolproof plan to make it so that they can solve all three problems and have it so the clown doesn't act up again when the next time they bring him out into the court. And what were the results of their J for Genius plan to have this guy be respectful to the court? Well, that be this.
Then seek he will always be in violation.
you're thinking,
Motherfucking a parole takes from plaintiff the presumption of innocence and does violation of 14th Amendment.
all right.
All right, here,
It's
bitch.
be,
I'm not doing none of that.
All right.
So get up out of here,
you're
nigga.
taking outside.
Yeah,
Go back to
bitch
the
ass
cell.
nigga.
Go back to the
Fucking
cell.
pharaohs. Fuck y'all.
Go back to the cell.
Fuck you, pharaohs. Yeah, give me about your
Go
courtroom,
back to the
bitch.
cell.
Yeah, nigga. Come on, do, nigga.
Just make sure that,
What you gonna do, nigga?
Make-
Bitch. Yeah.
make sure that the speaker is on so we can hear. Mr. West, you made sure we took care of competency matters earlier.
Gold. So that's the end of it. So let us all know in the comments below the exact timestamp you would have hit that button at to give that clown that bolt. And finally, if you run a YouTube court channel, then make sure you watch the video on screen now for that message to you guys. The rest of you, ka kite, stay safe, and I'll see you next episode.